Hey everyone, welcome back to another Volley Rally here. I got Kyle Disher with Rev Dojo once again, and we're going to go ahead and walk through another type of call that your teams are making from the stores. And again, like you said before, this could be, many various types of people from your store who's actually making the phone call. But we're going to dive through what a successful call looks like, as well as talk about a couple of the pitfalls that you want to avoid with this. So, Kyle, today we're going to be talking about an appointment confirmation call, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and dive into the role-playing call, and then we can kind of break and then talk about, what you like, what you don't like, and some of the pitfalls you see. Does that sound good?
Sweet. Yeah. So at the top of this call guide here, if you guys download the call guide and you role play it, at the very top, it says manager confirmation. We have sales confirmations and different types of confirmations as well. I don't even like to call it a confirmation. It's just on there at the top, just because it's what people in the industry are used to calling it. It's almost better if you call it a manager welcome call. So if you wanted to, if you got this in front of you and you're doing role play or whatever, either cross it out mentally and call it welcome, or just remember it's a welcome call. If you listen to most managers make confirmation calls, they go like this. And I'll do an example of the common one with Jake. And Jake, you could just play nice and be an easy customer for me, even though I'm going to do it the wrong way. Okay.
It sounds good.
Hi, Jake.
Hi, who's this?
Hey, Jake, this is Kyle. I'm the sales manager down at Volie Toyota. The reason I was calling you, you set a time aside today for 5:15. I was just calling to confirm your appointment at 5:15 today, which is fine. It's okay. But if I call up cold and I go, hey, Jake, the reason I'm calling is confirm your appointment, it just doesn't sound nice. And it sounds like I'm following up with the salesperson. I don't want this to feel like a confirmation call. I want this to feel like a welcome call. When I call Jake, I'm not calling Jake to make sure my salesperson's not a liar. I'm calling Jake because I want to meet Jake. I want to make sure Jake has a great experience. So it's a manager confirmation, parentheses, welcome call. I want to thank Jake for doing whatever he's done. I want to pump up the salesperson, and I want to ask Jake to introduce us. And if you're looking at this call guide, and we'll give you a customizable version of this, the steps are much more important than the actual words. Thank Jake, pump up the salesperson, lock it down, and ask to be introduced. So with that, I'll do a freestyle version of the call guide that's on the screen, just so you can kind of hear some variations too. Make your own call guide. Jake,
Great.
just be a
Let's
nice
get
customer.
let's get to the role-playing call here.
Great. Hi, Jake.
Yep. Who is this?
Hey, Jake, this is Kyle from Volie Toyota. Thank you for taking my call, sir. I appreciate it.
Yep. You're got a couple minutes here. What can I help with?
The reason I'm calling you is I just want to thank you for setting the time aside to visit our dealership. I know you just talked to salesperson, and salesperson's awesome.
Yeah. He was quick and easy to get me a time to come in. That worked for me.
Absolutely. And the last time I talked to salesperson, he was outside getting the car ready for you to drive, and you're going to have such a good experience. Everyone always loves working with him. And it looks like you're coming in at 5:15 today.
Yep, that's what I have down.
Fantastic. I'm the sales manager here, and the reason I was calling, I just want to, again, thank you for setting the time aside. We really, really appreciate it. And can you do me a huge favor?
Sure. What do you need?
When you come into the dealership, can you just have salesperson introduce us? That way I can put a face to the name and just personally welcome you into the store to make sure everything goes extra fantastic for you when you're here. I'd love to meet you.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
All right, perfect. And can you do me one more quick favor?
Sure.
Did my number show up on your caller ID?
It actually said potential spam.
Okay, great. Well, it says potential spam, but my phone number's there, right?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. So that's not potential spam. That's my cell phone number. I don't know why that's showing up. Do me a favor. Just if you're running early or late or whatever, just call or text, because I'm going to make sure I'm available too to personally meet you. And again, just want to make sure you have a great experience. I'll look forward to seeing you at 5:15.
So this was your cell?
Yeah, that's my cell phone. Yep.
Okay, great. Yep, I'll save it. It's always hard to get a hold of a real person. So yeah. I appreciate the call.
Absolutely. We'll look forward to seeing you this afternoon. Now, let's add one more point to this. I'm the sales manager. If I meet you right when you come in, is there going to be more chance or less chance that a car is sold today?
More chance if you make them feel like they're talking to an actual person who cares.
Yeah, and whenever the sales managers get involved early on in the deal, there's just a lot more opportunity for things to go right. So sales managers, make the call, tell them how great the salesperson is, get out there and shake the buyer's hand before the customer wants their keys back, before the salesperson can't get them landed on a car, and you'll sell a lot more vehicles.
What are some of the other common pitfalls that you see with this type of call?
It's usually just sales managers calling to make sure that the salesperson's not a liar and to check a box off. So you just don't want to do it rough and rigid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's best if the sales manager makes the call, because we're not doing this to check a box. We're doing this to sell a car. And the best chance of us selling a car is getting the sales manager out there early to shake the buyer's hand.
Definitely makes sense. Well, Kyle, thanks for walking us through this type of call. And again, his information will be in the description on the YouTube video. And we'll see you next time for the third part of our little mini series here. Thanks.